by. We're about to roll.
Super ready. Excited for the day. It's going to be an amazing day. Back to the scene.
We need more film. Gather two.
We are shooting digital.
Best show ever in
3, 2, 1,
Hello out there.
Good evening, denizens of the digital underworld.
My name is Erinn.
My name is Dan.
And we are
Erinn and Dan. And this is Erinn and Dan,
but it's live.
It's Erinn and Dan, but it's live.
It's a live show.
Yeah, it is.
It's a live show
Yes.
right now happening at 8:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the interwebs.
Yes, it is. And if that means that we are live, and if you comment in, like Oswald here, who has been out of school for 11 days.
Oh, no.
You will be, not in a good way? That sounds like a good thing to me.
Well, I guess it could be a good
That
thing.
sounds excellent. I've been out of school for like 10 years.
Yeah, longer for me.
Actually, longer for me, too.
But we're
That's why.
all learning, ladies and gentlemen,
We
every
are
day.
learning every day. Congratulations to us.
You guys, I'm so excited to see everyone this evening. It is a beautiful Tuesday evening. Thank you, Carrie. If you're wondering why we're dressed all in purple, today is World Purple Day.
World Purple WPD if you're on the DL.
That's right. World Purple Day is actually a day that was started for epilepsy awareness. And it's a worldwide cultural reminder of the importance of education in epilepsy and the challenges faced by individuals living with it. And this is so cool. The concept of World Purple Day was initiated by a 9-year-old girl who was dealing with her own epilepsy. Her name was Cassidy, and she is hoping that she can motivate people. And Cassidy, if you're out there, you've motivated us. Doesn't Dan look handsome in purple hair?
I don't know. I'm thinking, hit us up in the chat. My 2 top guesses for what we look like are either prostitutes from a B-movie sci-fi film or finalists in Eurovision.
You know, either way, it is World Purple Day. Hey, Rick, we love you too. We are so excited you're here. Is everyone sporting their purple today? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments below. By the way, if you're not following us, you sure can be at any of these locations. YouTube, if you're a YouTuber, Twitch, if you're young, and Facebook, if you're on the way.
I love Facebook, Dan.
It's all I use.
You know, it is the way it is.
I'm set in my ways.
Y'all, it is about time to toast.
Oh, yeah.
What are you drinking out there?
In honor of National Purple Day, we have got some K.Dot 100% grape juice. Now, I like grape juice.
Me too.
But I've never had 100% grape juice.
Oh.
I usually just have it like, a grape cocktail or whatever the really sugary stuff is. So I'm excited to taste it straight from the teat of a grape.
It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
This is going to be absolutely delicious. Hello, Terry. Nice to see you. Joining us from a hotel. Both of our sets of parents are joining us from odd locations today. This is exciting.
I didn't have trouble opening this bottle. You did.
All right, let's see just how purple the pour is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that is a purple drink for National Purple
really
Day.
Thick.
Yeah, it's 100%. Did you
Looks
shake
like we're
it
about to
first?
do a bunch of lean.
What is lean?
Lean?
Mean Green Fighting Machine?
Well, I'll tell you who talks about lean quite a bit is Kendrick Lamar, who we're going to speak about later on in the episode.
Yes, and speaking of Kendrick, we are so excited about having our guest today.
We have a lot of guests coming your way today, actually. It's this jam-packed episode, and I don't know why we're sitting here burning time like it doesn't cost us anything.
We are sitting here burning time because we had to definitely make this grape juice. Wine is grape juice, so if you're having a glass of red wine, or it doesn't have to be red. This is purple, but this is purple non-fermented grape juice. So we
the unfun kind. Y'all, as you know on this show, let us know what you're drinking out there, and also, as you know, we have a little segment where we invite local artists and people in our life who are artists or musicians to come on and give a toast, but they do it through song, and it's a little segment we call
Time Now for a Toast.
Ooh, that one's gonna need a little help.
Yeah. Toast and jam.
Get it?
And this toast and jam comes to us in honor of our upcoming artist we'll be talking about in just a little bit, Kendrick Lamar. This is our friend Jamari. Jamari, will you take it away, please?
Thank you, the Most High. Cups up, toast up, manifest more life. Posting for my homies and send prayers to the sky. Product of my environment, but baby, I survive. Cups up, toast up, yeah, baby, no life. Cups up, toast up for us, not just I. If you got a dream, you chase it, can't just let it die. Don't let the fear fade, kill that fire that's inside. Cups up, toast up, I hope I'm someone's motivation. I hope you reach your goals and you don't never feel complacent. Consistency, discipline, and a little bit of patience. A shift wants reality to their imagination. Ooh!
My guy bailed on the end of that, huh?
I love it. It makes me so happy. Jamari, thanks for the toast. And to everyone out there, cheers.
Clink! Yeah.
Here we
All right,
go.
let's give this grape juice a try, y'all.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh.
It's so freaking good, isn't it, Dan? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it so much.
My
It's like
question is-
Dimetap, but so much better.
Which is Dimetap. Is that a cough syrup?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lean.
I love Dimetap.
That's lean.
When I'm sick, it's literally the best part about being sick.
Can I ask you something? Was this expensive for grape juice?
It wasn't, not at all.
So why would you ever buy, like, this has no sugar, coloring, or flavor added, and it tastes just like regular old grape juice. So why would you ever buy anything else?
I don't know. This whole bottle was only $3 and some cents.
So that's like less expensive than the Welch's. But Welch's, you know, they like to squeeze you where it hurts. They got a juice monopoly going on.
They do. And also, this is less sugary, and even the sugars that are in it are natural sugars.
It's all natural sugar, like
But
Erinn.
I am not here to sell you grape juice.
Oh.
No.
What are you here to do?
Well, we have so many things.
Okay.
In fact, I want to share with y'all some cuteness.
That's right, Mary.
I can't help it. Oh my gosh, hi,
Cups
Mary.
up,
I'm
toast
so
up.
excited to see so many. I don't know if you saw, but Lester's here from Marion, Virginia. We just got to see him yesterday.
Yes, we did.
And we love that place more than anything.
We smuggled across the border in Virginia last night and then came back.
We did. It was fun. You guys, this last weekend, cuteness overload coming your way right now.
Oh, yeah.
Spring Theater did a world premiere of a show called Camp Wildernotes. And it was with our Aspiring Artist program. These were kids from the age of 5 to 11 that did this show. They are the cutest, most unbelievable kids. I miss them so much. When I woke up this morning and I realized I wasn't going to have these kids in my life, I definitely got a little bit sad because I love these kids. They were amazing. And we had a sold out show, all 4 performances.
4 sold out shows. In fact, oversold. We had to bring chairs in because people were asking if there were tickets left, hearing the answer was no, and then coming anyway. Sneaking on through the doors.
They sure were.
Which is great.
It was so much fun. You guys, I love children's theater. I love everything that it does. I love seeing kids on stage for the first time. So
Yeah.
to any of you that were out there this weekend at Camp Wildernotes, comment, because I see some of you out there, and let us know what you thought. I thought these kids were outstanding.
Yeah, you could really tell that they embraced Meisner technique when they delivered lines like, "That's awesome."
They played ants and trees and fish. It was a good time, y'all.
It was
a good time. And Carrie Schweikart, I still have your Christmas tree that was part of our set, so thank you so much. You guys, we actually are doing a fundraiser for Spring Theater. So for those of you who don't know, Spring Theater never ever turns any child away for financial reasons.
Well, if none of you don't know, first of all, Spring Theater is our youth theater program that operates out of Winston-Salem, North Dakota. North Dakota? Ugh, thank God that's not the case.
It would be cold right now. We wouldn't be dressed this nicely.
And we'd be in North Dakota, so what would be the point? No shade.
But Spring Theater does do children's shows all year long. We have an amazing scholarship program that allows 100% of the kids who want to come to Spring Theater, come to Spring Theater. And so this Sunday from 3 to 6, we are going to be doing an online fundraiser, and donations to this scholarship fund that are collected at that time will be matched up to $4,000, which is a huge amount.
Which means that if we collect 4,000, Spring nets 8,000. If we collect 0, all that money goes back to the stinky old government.
Yeah, so please come and join us on Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Laura loves Winston-Salem. You know why?
Why?
Smokes a lot of cigarettes.
Ooh, does she?
I don't know.
I didn't know.
Probably
Do
not.
I know Laura? Is this the Laura I know?
I don't know. Which Laura do you know?
I know lots of Lauras. There are probably more Lauras and Daniels in my life than anyone else, and that is the name.
That is not the correct time, StreamYard, for a celebration of balloon. She just said that my name is Bland.
No, I didn't say your name was
You
Bland,
inferred it.
but I will say that you and your sister, Dan and Laura, I know the two of you, and I know probably 10 other Lauras and 10 other Dans.
See, I need a new name.
You're my best Dan.
Here we go, guys. In the chat, new name. I'm going to adopt a new name from this episode right now. So
Oh, no.
give me some ideas. What fits my personality? Something cunning and funny, but also with an undeniable sex appeal.
What fits my personality, he says, with the blue hair. Also, this jacket is the jacket that he wore when we got married.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
It is awesome.
I love that jacket.
You know what else is awesome, Erinn?
What?
Whatever's next.
Dan Beckman Photography is next. So every week we like to share one of Dan Beckman, who is a award-winning landscape photographer.
Twice, two.
Two awards. But I'm still impressed. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. All right, you guys. The Dan Beckman Photography Photo of the Week. Here it comes right now.
You've probably seen this one before, but it's the purplest image I have. This is a boat ride in Colorado. It was frozen. I was sleeping in the truck. I got up and I saw that you can see the sun was rising behind me and kind of coming over the mountains to paint those mountains bloody. And I was down there in bare feet in the snow, which was exhilarating and dangerous.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, so keep that that exhilaration and that danger and that adventurous spirit in mind when you're picking my new name.
Oh.
I don't want to be like Leroy.
Oh, I think we have some names coming in. The new name of Dan Beckman is Alfredo.
Chad.
Or perhaps
Spangler.
Spangler.
Spangler. I like Spangle. They'll call me Spangles. Hey, Spang!
What's up, Spangles?
Spang, where the whip at?
Hey, Spangler. I could get used to calling you Spangler.
I don't know if that's it, but it's my favorite so far.
Keep
or at
them
least
coming,
tied
guys.
with Chad and Alfredo.
You guys, every week we like to try a hot sauce here on the show. And it's a segment that we started, pretty much at the beginning of Erinn and Dan, but it's live. We didn't do it one week, and our audience came after us with pitchforks.
Yes. So we won't be doing any of that more. So, Erinn?
It's time for...
It's time to your mouth. Whoa!
What?
All right, well, that kind of seems deliberately misleading.
That's right. It's time to wreck your mouth right now with a new hot sauce called Woo Ju.
Why did you say it that way?
I don't know. I was having trouble.
Oh, okay.
Woo Ju hot sauce. Okay, this is so cool. Look, this is the family that created this hot sauce. Larry Wu and his family moved here to the U.S. in the early 1970s, and they opened up a Chinese restaurant, and then it became the way for his parents to connect with the community and start a family in the United States.
Oh.
After that, they changed from Chinese food to Asian food, and then they started making hot sauces. And this is one of the most organic hot sauces that you can find on the market today.
Really?
That's what they said.
Actually, look at that. There's no, there are no preservatives or anything in here. Everything is organic. Organic agave nectar is the first ingredient. The top ingredient in this is agave nectar, and then mango, and then yellow mustard. You know, I love me a mustard.
Oh, yeah.
Now, mango and mustard together is going to be kind of wild.
It's going to be wild.
And way down the list, Erinn, I'm seeing habanero pepper.
Yep. It's supposed to be like a Thai Caribbean kind of infused feel. And this is the extra hot. So we'll see if it is extra hot.
Words is words until they start fighting. So here's a big dog.
Oh my God. Look at how much he gives me with the ulcer on
you want
the
a smaller amount? We can swap spoons.
I don't. Okay. I'm going to handle it. I'm going to handle it like a real woman.
Okay. I don't think this is going to be very hot, to be honest with you.
Well, we're going to find out.
Pretty sweet.
It says to a tip. It says that they suggest that you add this to a chili, hummus, or cream cheese as a yummy snack.
Okay, well, cheers.
Ready? Cheers.
Let's try it. Whoa. Okay, there's definitely curry in there. But I will tell you what there isn't. Heat.
There is some heat.
Yeah, it's like whispering in the back of my mouth, like.
But I will say,
remember other hot sauces.
For extra hot, this is the extra hot version.
Yeah, it's not.
But
it is very tasty. I taste there's the mustard and the mango and the curry all come together really well.
It's really good. You know what they say also? They say it would be good to use on a breakfast sandwich, and I highly recommend it. All right, Dan, on heat from 1 to 10, you were ranking?
Is one like completely heatless? Is one like ketchup?
One is like ketchup.
Okay, then this is a 2.
Okay. I agree.
This is less hot than Tabasco sauce.
I agree. I think that
but the flavor is very good. I should be lemon. Oh,
Oh, what did you say? Dan should be lemon pepper. I like that.
What does that mean? Like my name, or
Lemon
is that my
pepper.
spirit spice?
Nah, he needs to be something hotter than
Spirit
that.
spice is the 6 Spice Girls.
All right, and Dan, and flavor from 1 to 10, what do you rank it?
It's very flavorful. It's got a great flavor and it's a good balanced flavor. I would give it it's probably a 9 for flavor.
I'm with you. I'm with you on both rankings.
Tasty.
Wow. Well, cheers. Good job, Woo You. And congratulations on going from Chinese to Asian to hot sauce.
The mouth whisperer. Okay, I can do that.
Ooh, speaking magically.
Hey,
What
girl,
if
let
I
me
know who
whisper
you
at
are?
your mouth. Ow, my headphones.
Every week and every day in 2024.
This is my favorite.
Do you know what I've done?
Yes, I do. But tell them.
I learned something. So I decided on January 1st of this year that I was going to learn 366 new things because it's a leap year
Yes.
this year. And so it's called Erinn's Year of Learning, 365 days, 365 new bits of knowledge. And I'm going to start right now by telling you what I learned on March 19th.
Okay, what is it?
I learned that armadillos are bulletproof.
What?
Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen. Please, this is not your permission to go out and shoot armadillos.
I want to know who has the ability to try this at home, and then I realized the entire state of Texas.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Armadillos are bulletproof.
So I could shoot an armadillo and it wouldn't penetrate the shell?
That is what it says, and I have researched this on several websites, not just one.
That's crazy.
True.
Does it say like any bullet? Like, or could I shoot like a tank round at it? And be like,
Again, please don't try this. It's not nice to shoot armadillos, but it's
apparently
incredible.
it's fine though.
It is fine,
Next.
but don't do it. On March 20th, I learned that the Oscars used to give out an award for Best Child Performer. It was called the Academy Juvenile Award. It was
It's a terrible name.
It is. It was discontinued in 1960, which makes me so sad. I wish they still had that today because I think that would be so inspiring to our youth.
That's true, but there have been kids at 12 or 13 years old that have received Academy Award nominations, and
I
so
know.
you know.
It's not the same, and I really wish they were still even
Also, imagine how difficult it would be to fill that category every year, because sometimes there'd just be kids that were just absolutely mediocre in show. Like once every few years is a standout kid, but beyond that,
True.
it's like kids just walking around being like, "I'm a 5-year-old buying ice cream," or whatever kids do in movies.
You know what? The
I
other
don't know.
things that they got rid of were
What?
Best Dance Direction, which would have been a cool award,
And very difficult once again.
and Best Title Writing.
Meaning like the best title of a film?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That's
I
a
know.
sick award.
I know, like
Oppenheimer. Yeah, or Killers of the Flower Moon.
or Barbie.
Yeah. Or Toy Story 5.
All right, next on March 21st, Dan, you're going to love this.
Okay.
fact. I learned that there is a 107-acre forest made up from one single tree. What this means...
Wait, they all share a root structure?
Yes, the Trembling Giant is Utah's Fish Lake National Forest, and it includes 47,000 quaking aspen trees that all come from the same root system.
What makes them quake? What was that first word you say?
Trembling Giant.
That's me.
Dan Beckman, the Trembling Giant.
Oh.
Giant.
Oh! Sorry.
I don't think you should act
I got
that
that out
out.
of my system before the Spring Theater fundraiser, so that's all that really matters.
I'm glad. Isn't that amazing? One of the other reasons that Utah is my favorite state.
Our guest for today is lurking and commenting from the waiting room and saying words like mycelium, which I'm going to
Ooh.
ask him to explain when he gets here.
Sounds
'Cause
really
I don't
good.
know what that means. It sounds like a mushroom, though.
It does. Hey guys, if you're out there, you feel free to comment. No matter what streaming service that you are watching from, we should be able to find your comments here.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Next.
On March 22nd, you're going to love this, Dan. Baby otters obviously can't swim right away,
Okay.
so their mommies wrap them in pieces of kelp while they hunt until the pups learn how to paddle around on their own. And they
Oh,
float around on pieces of kelp and they hold hands.
That's so kelpful
Isn't that? It is. It's so
for the
cute.
babies.
I love that.
I love otters, by the way. They were at one point my favorite animal.
And now?
Well, it turns out that they like drag people's dogs under the water and murder them.
But you know what? It happens.
Yeah, because of otters. Next.
All right. Next, I learned on March 23rd that Frank Lloyd Wright's son invented Lincoln Logs.
Whoa, what?
That's not him.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. His name is, let's see. I wrote it down here. John Lloyd Wright. and he produced the interlocking beams on a much smaller scale from something that his daddy made in real life.
Way.
How cool is that?
That's extremely cool.
I thought so.
So I guess Lincoln Logs, I just imagine they were older than they were, but they're not. Frank Lloyd Wright was like from the 20s and the 30s, right?
Yeah. So we
Maybe
actually
even later.
stayed at Frank Lloyd Wright's, one of his hotels in Oklahoma. Remember, Dan?
Yeah, I do.
That was pretty cool.
Was that Oklahoma?
It was.
It was. It was really weird because that hotel was in a town with nothing else in it.
Yeah.
Except a big, huge, beautiful performing arts center, but then
With
like
thousands of
three
seats.
houses and like a bank.
Yeah, very strange.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Next.
All right, this is very cool. On March 24th, I learned that the white bellabird, which is native to the Amazon rainforest, has the loudest recorded call of any bird, 125 decibels. That is roughly as loud as a rock concert.
And y'all,
listen to this.
Wait till you hear it because it
Oh God.
something about that sound, first of all, doesn't sound like a bird, and it actually fills me with this weird dread because it sounds like the alien, like the robotic aliens from
Squid Games.
like some from Squid Game, or like some beast that was made of metal that was coming, and that was like its war cry.
We found out about this when we have this new tradition that Dan and I just get into bed at the end of the day and we
That's enough, dear. That'll be plenty.
yeah.
No more of that.
That's enough, dear, he says.
What is it though?
And we snuggle
Yeah.
and we scroll through each other's Instagram feeds and we learn things.
Yeah.
So we
So
learned that.
you two should look forward to your mid to late 30s because things get pretty spicy.
They do.
Yeah.
All right. And I also learned this is my last fact of the week. On March 25th, I learned that the original voices of Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Wayne and Halloween Taylor, were married for 18 years. Ah!
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow, what an annoying household. Good morning, dear. Oh, good morning. You want some coffee? No, I'm good. You want some coffee? Yeah, I'll have a little coffee, but I mean, get enough energy. Want some kids can stay up all night.
Very good. And that is what I learned this week.
Woo!
You guys, I have so much knowledge in my head. It's
Yeah.
like my hair's turning purple.
What I want to do at the end of this year is put together a 52-question quiz and just see how much of this information Erin's maintained. And I want her to do the same for the artists.
I would love to do that.
Speaking of artists.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, I agree, by the way, with all of these. It all sounds terrifying. It all sounds, it does things to my system, and I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, it's pretty
Not
bad.
entirely unpleasant.
Yeah. An emergency broadcast system. That is exactly what it
Totally.
sounds like, Judy.
Like an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Um,
So what I really want to do is bring in somebody because Dan has been doing his own project, haven't you, Dan?
Yeah, this year I've taken one artist each week that has contributed a lot to music, and that's kind of a blind spot of mine. And I've listened to their entire discography. And this week I chose Kendrick Lamar.
That's right.
And I wanted to come in. I have opinions on this, but I wanted someone who is a resident expert on Kendrick Lamar to help me out. So if you would just help me welcome our guest. You'll recognize her. She's been here before.
She has.
It's KeeKee Ross.
Here I
Hello,
am,
Keeks.
back again.
Back again. How's it going?
Good. How about you?
I've never been better in my damn life.
It's true.
That's great.
And that's in no small part to Kendrick Lamar.
That's so true.
I know,
I
right?
get such a secondhand benefit from all of Dan's musical knowledge. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
So, you guys, Kendrick Lamar.
First of all, I'm going to let you kick this off because I'm someone who's pretty unfamiliar with the hip hop scene in general. I'm getting more knowledgeable through this project. But talk to me about what Kendrick means to you.
So to me, Kendrick is somebody that taught me what music means. So I was in the band in middle school. I was really into music, still am. But there were a lot of people who were popular artists, were popular rappers, singers, songwriters, but I could never listen to their album in entirety. And he was the first person in my entire life. I think I was like 13, 14 when I first found him. that I could actually sit and stream an entire album and actually feel something.
Totally.
So he's one of probably 4 artists in my entire life that actually make me feel something when I listen to their music.
I love that you bring it up as in terms of albums, because to me, Kendrick is an amazing lyricist and an amazing rapper. But I think, honestly, his strength above all else lies in his ability as a producer and as kind of like a visionary to construct these albums. The first time I heard Good Kid, Mad City, it like smacked me in the heart.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's because it's his life. It's literally his life as a teenager.
Totally.
Like, Good Kid, Mad City is literally exactly what it means. He's a good kid in a mad city around a whole bunch of things that he doesn't want to like live his life like. He's seen gang violence. Like, on the album cover where like his family's around in the picture, they're literally throwing up gang signs. So he talks about his experience through that, and then he also talks about how he's literally grown throughout the album. So you will hear him mature throughout the album. When it gets to the song Real, it talks about his journey with spirituality.
Totally.
And a random woman came up to him on the street. They said a prayer together, and ever since then, he's gotten further into spirituality and changing his life. And then you hear him develop after every album.
I actually wrote about this on my social media blog or whatever, and I said that, like, if you're not somebody if you are unfamiliar with hip hop and rap, or you've been turned off by the genre, to give Good Kid, Mad City a listen, because what I love about it is that it's styled like gangster rap, but it almost it snubs its nose at all of the things that it's talking about and kind of disavows them. And it's just really powerful. And I love that he used those voicemails from his mom.
Oh my gosh. Every time he used a clip of something that wasn't his own voice or music, it really got me.
He did it all the time too. And the thing, okay, I gotta, just to put a pin on that, I love, I just finished Mr. Morale today. And I don't know where that sits in people's preference of the Kendrick canon, but I really like that album.
Me too. So at first I was a little like, this is so different, but I expect different from him because
every time
he's telling a new story every single time. And I like how vulnerable he was with this album because he really talked about his journey in therapy.
Yeah.
And he like literally Count Me Out is about a therapy session that he has, and he's getting everything off his chest. So it's every single album is so different. You literally start from this kid being like influenced by gangs. He literally robs a house with his friends in the song The Art of Peer Pressure, to him being a family man. He's been with the same woman his entire life basically, and then he opens up about everything he's been through. So I'm like, he evolves, and it's just amazing to watch.
And I love that. So okay, I'm actually curious. What is your favorite Kendrick album?
My favorite album? I'd have to say Good Kid. And I say that simply because it's the first time that I sat down and listened to a story, like listened to one. And so it takes me back. Like, there's songs, like, fun fact, there's probably no one here that really knows that, but on The American Countess, the song Mad City, we had a karaoke night. I rapped the entire thing in entirety. The last part I did it a cappella.
That is so amazing.
I wish I would have had the context of his music at that time to see him rip it up.
Yeah, and like Mad City, it's literally 2 different songs. Good Kid and Mad City are 2 different songs in one. So I technically did 2 songs.
I'm curious on your opinion, because if people don't know this, Kendrick Lamar is the only musician outside of the genres of of jazz and classical music to have won a Pulitzer Prize for music.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
and he
won it, right?
And he won it for the album Damn.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
So honestly, to me personally, I feel like Damn was also another album that told a really, valuable story. And it's also a masterpiece. I don't know if anyone knows this, but they call it the Blue Album. So it's literally Damn, but reversed backwards. And the album is meant to be streamed from the last song to the first song.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Well, at the
Yeah.
end, it all backs up.
Yeah,
That's the
it
one that ends
reversed
with
back.
"So I went out walking," right?
Yeah, he was like, and I was taking a walk the other day.
Because it ends
But
with
when it's
Duckworth.
reversed, when it like they reverse it backwards, it's the exact same beat of DNA. And DNA was what? I think the first or second song on the album.
First one.
Yeah. Literally like the I got when you reverse it, it's literally DNA, Duckworth.
Wow.
That's cool. I didn't pick
Yep.
up on that, and I would say that and this is probably a hot take, but I would say "Damn"
Mhm.
is my least favorite Kendrick album.
You know what? I can't knock you for that because I really do think he does have better albums. And honestly, I'd probably say like even Section 80 is slept on just a little bit. He has
That's
some
my
really
second favorite.
powerful songs. Yeah, he has some powerful songs on there,
Mhm.
but people know Kendrick for Damn. They know him for Good Kid,
Kid.
Mad City, and they know him for To Pimp a Butterfly, but To Pimp
Yeah.
a Butterfly was not for everybody.
No,
And like a lot of people, I don't know, that was real art. He put out art, like that was pure art that he
absolutely.
put out. So some people are just genuinely don't want to listen to art. And it's like I understand it because some people listen to music for fun, but I listen to music to feel something.
And I thought that after "To Pimp a Butterfly," and it's probably because I was listening to them as albums in order, but I thought after "Butterfly" that "Damn" felt like it was the least. And again, this is an opinion based on hearing everything once. But to me, it felt like the most traditional album of a collection of songs, whereas all of the other albums felt like a journey from beginning to end. That was kind of connected. Like I love Good Kid, Mad City. On the cover, it says it's a short film by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like if you don't do anything else in this world, you have to see Kendrick Lamar live because
Cool.
the same stories he tells in his music, he tells on stage.
Ooh,
And it's
that's
amazing.
good. He's
Yep.
almost more of a storyteller than a rapper, if you want to like. I mean, of course it's
He
rap,
is.
but it's interesting because I kind of grew up not listening to rap at all, and I think at like in my circle of friends and my parents especially, they were like, "Oh, don't listen to rap. Rap is crap." And so I grew up thinking that this was like music that I shouldn't be listening to. It was like the forbidden fruit. And then I listen to these stories and they're so good and they're so deep. And I hate that we have this stigma around it. And I genuinely hope that you know, people will listen to it with an open heart and dispel that stigma if you've got it, because it's good.
Yeah. I think rap culture sometimes can be every single like genre can be painted in a positive and negative light.
Absolutely.
And it just really depends on what you're exposed to first, because I was like personally like growing up only exposed to people who were quote unquote like goated rappers.
Yeah.
So I never really heard like a whole bunch of like just simply like, you know, the typical degrading music. Like even then people are saying like, oh, you know, like some people say rap is bad, but Kendrick Lamar made a song called Swimming Pools. Everybody took the song the wrong way, but it's about peer pressure and drinking and what alcohol did to him growing up. Just like the song ADHD, it's actually about, you know, the crack epidemic in the 80s.
Yeah.
So he talks about that as well and just, you know, warns people the impacts that drugs have on you and also the impacts that alcohol has on you. And a lot of people, it went over their head. And it's like, if you don't genuinely listen to any of the music that you're listening to, everything will seem different or bad.
And it's funny because we were listening to Pimp a Butterfly, and you know he calls it conscious rap. And we were listening to Pimp a Butterfly, and I was like, man, I literally turned to Erinn and I was like, he really seems like he's standing on Tupac's shoulders for this album. And then that last track comes through, and you realize what's happening, and I was like, whoa.
Yep. Literally the Blacker the Berry inspired by Tupac. So you know, that was another album where he paid homage to somebody but still told a story.
Absolutely. Into rap and hip hop, and this was like their first delve. What album would you recommend they check out first?
I'm sorry, you broke up just a little bit. I only heard first getting into hip hop. What album would I recommend?
Yeah, from Kendrick.
For Kendrick, I definitely recommend Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I'd say if you've never heard Kendrick, the best exposure would be Good Kid, Mad City, because there's so many songs on there that if you never knew who Kendrick Lamar is, you probably heard it before. Swimming Pools, Don't Kill My Vibe, and I'd say, you know, Mad City or Money Trees. Those are some songs that people who don't even know who he is have heard like a snippet of it before.
Yep. And I encourage you to sit down with the lyrics, listen to it from beginning to end, and really take in the story and the experience. Because again, Kendrick really is a master of like crafting a vision for his albums. And the songs on their own are plenty good, but when they come together, it's really something else.
Definitely agreed. Changed my life when it came to music. So
yeah. The first Kendrick song I ever heard, by the way, was For Free. So if you know, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the interlude. I actually really like that one.
I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Because it's like when he said, how do you expect us to make a baby name Mercedes when we can't afford a Mercedes Benz? Why would you name your child a baby you can't afford?
And I just never heard like hip hop over free jazz before. And so I heard that and I was like, I didn't know that this could be a thing. And it really kind of got me back into the whole genre. So thanks, Kendrick.
It's really
thanks,
smart.
K.Dot.
Snaps for him.
I'm really excited. You can see us out there.
Yeah, I think
so.
I gotta apologize.
You're still with us. So.
I gotta apologize to KeeKee because I think our internet we're on that boony internet, and the this clouds in the sky are stopping the little particles of data from getting to space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But KeeKee, thank you so much for coming back. You're our first return guest, by the way. So
yes.
What?
Appreciate that.
We love you so much, KeeKee. Thanks for sharing your insight. And for those of you out there who haven't listened to Kendrick, I was one of them. I highly recommend you do it as soon as possible.
Give him those streams.
Yeah, get it on. All right. We'll talk to you. We'll bring you back on when he drops his 6th album.
All right. Like, I'm waiting on that.
All right, cool.
And supposedly Dan says there's tap dance on the album.
On Mr. Morale.
A little bit, yeah.
That's
also,
amazing.
he dissed Drake. Go listen to the Drake diss.
I heard about that. that. Also, he's making a film with Trey Parker from South Park. I don't know if you know about this.
Woo,
I did not.
Yeah.
I should have known, but I did not.
Yeah, so he's working on a feature film. I think it's going to be completely like amazing.
It will.
Check it out. All right, KeeKee, thanks for being here. Appreciate
we love you.
Bye.
See you next time.
Love you too. All right.
You guys, thanks for sticking with us. Our numbers have not dropped, so we know that you're still out there.
Yeah, we know we're breaking up. Sorry about that, y'all. I wish we could do anything about it, but we can't. So here we are.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. We love our home in Boonville, North Carolina. But
play a game called I Wonder What They're Saying right now.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 fantastic people coming at you right now. That's right. Not 1, but 2. So our first guest tonight is Josh Lillyman. Josh is a theater enthusiast, and he loves to act on stage in front of a camera or alone in his apartment in Omaha whenever he gets the chance. He is currently working for 12 Times Technology as a government proposal writer, but he tries to fit in his artistic hobbies where he can.
Yes, and joining him will be Laura Rozema, who I've known for over a decade now. She was born and raised in Nebraska and has been a part of our hometown community theater for 20 years. She attended the actor training program at the University of Utah and is now about to graduate from University of Nebraska-Kearney, UNK, with degrees in theater and English Lit. She plans to be a teacher and hopes to inspire students to develop a deep love for literature and the performing arts. My kind of person.
Woo.
And by the way, Laura and Josh are engaged. Woo! And they're getting married in June of this year. So please put your hands together and help us welcome
Laura
and
Josh.
Yeah, baby.
Woo!
Hello.
Have you ever had a crowd greet you that enthusiastically?
No.
I thought not.
I don't know if that's true. I've seen some of your performance pictures before.
That's true. Where are y'all coming in from? Different. You're about to be engaged, and I see that you're celebrating the Holy Spirit by staying in different homes.
Oh yes, of course. I'm in Kearney, and Josh.
I'm in Omaha right now.
So we're 3 hours traveling distance apart.
Well, that's the dream, isn't it?
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Did you go to the University of Utah?
I
One of our
did.
guests is
Yeah.
asking.
I went off to college in a big city in Salt Lake City right after I graduated high school, and I was in the actor training program for a few years there. I loved it. I love Utah. I was chatting before from Twitch, and I mentioned that I also really love Utah, Erinn.
Yes.
So,
Amazing. Utah is my favorite state. We traveled to all 50 states on our 50-state tour last.
It looks like you've offended her. I think she's leaving. So,
bye, Beline. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, Utah was my favorite. I think it was both the fact that it's so epic, and I didn't expect it. So when we got there and it looked like we were on Mars, I was like, this state has a lot to offer.
Erinn also has a thing for Mormons. So
Sure.
where else better?
oh, excellent.
Married
Yeah.
to Dan.
Josh, what's your stance on Utah?
I have to stay completely out of it because I haven't been to Utah yet, but I hope to go there eventually with Laura.
Yeah, y'all got to go to Zion.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
We went to
Gorgeous.
Zion on tour, and it's my favorite national park now.
Yeah, definitely.
It's incredible, truly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's us.
Look at you two are
Wrong
so
way.
cute.
so
this way.
cute.
Yeah, it's hard to get used to that.
Yeah.
Fun fact is we actually have been together for 4 years, but I proposed to Laura on stage twice. So I proposed to her 3 times.
Wait, were you playing a role, or did she just say no the first 2 times?
Yeah, well, I had to try again. The first production we were in together was Little Women, and I was Dr. Bear.
Love that show.
And I was Joe March.
Yes,
Joe
Joe March. And then I proposed to her again in Emma, Mr. Knightley and Emma, obviously. And then the third time was in Amsterdam, in the village where supposedly her ancestors are from. So I proposed to her in the grave there under a tree.
Amazing.
Is Rozema a Dutch name?
Yeah, Rozema is a Dutch name. I'm very, very Dutch on my father's side. And
Look who's joined us. Speaking of Dutch.
What a cutie.
this is
Who's
the
that?
most important part of the show, obviously.
Yeah,
Can
sorry,
you show
Josh.
everyone your
I
face
thought
and
you were
not just
about
your
to say
butt?
of my life, and
Me
I
too.
thought, oh no, Josh.
Sorry, Josh. Your proposal in Amsterdam, where my ancestors were from, was really great, but my cat's here now.
But here's
so.
a cat.
This is Meowth. I know you guys had a
Meowth?
Pokemon episode not too long ago, so
Yes, we did. And we had a Kearney native on as well.
We did.
yeah. So Meowth is here too. So anyway,
So
I
did
did
you-
say yes for Josh's third proposal.
Congrats, dude.
But yeah, it was very special. My ancestors were from this very small Dutch village that we found. And he proposed with my grandmother's ring. So everything was very special and family oriented. And
That was a really aggressive way to show off that ring.
It was.
You're all-
it felt pretty good though. It felt
Was it
kind of
empowering?
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Always show off your bling
Yeah,
in a powerful
absolutely.
way.
Absolutely.
What shows are you guys working on right now?
Laura just wrapped up a show. What was the show's name?
I just wrapped up a show. I'm so sorry.
No,
my
that's
cat.
why we brought you here.
Exactly. Please.
I just wrapped up a show at Kearney Community Theater, which Josh is actually representing on his purple shirt today.
Yes. Which
KCT.
actually we saw Josh at KCT.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
yes, Virginia, there is an Adolf Hitler.
Wait, that's not the
Or,
name of the
wait.
show, Dan.
No, there is a Santa Claus.
Close.
What a good show.
It was a great show. So I'll talk about my show first. Spitfire Grill, I just wrapped up. It was an amazing musical, really, really lovely. And then right now, I am currently in Radium Girls
All
at
right.
KCT. So We're in the throes of rehearsals, so.
Amazing. You know, I've not seen Radium Girls.
I haven't either, but everybody's doing it right now.
Yeah, and I
I
hear
know,
it's amazing.
it's very trendy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's all women, right?
No, actually, the cast is quite large. There are a lot of male and female roles.
Okay.
And the age ranges in the show right now, I think our youngest is 18 and our oldest is 72. 70.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a huge age range. Really, really fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Josh, what do you got your fingers in right now?
I'm not currently in a musical or a play, but I actually just got back from an audition for a short film that's a spaghetti western. So
how fun is that?
Yeah.
I can totally see you.
Now, you mean it's actually in Italian?
Incredible. I could really add that to my resume.
Yeah.
It's an Italian show. Don't speak Italian.
That's great. Neither could Clint Eastwood, and he was in one.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Uh-huh.
Josh, I have to be honest, I stalked you on YouTube today and I just went to go peek because you said you had been doing some voice acting. And I spent a good hour or so just going through and watching all of your voice acting. It's unreal.
Confirmed.
So what's that all about?
I don't know. I've always had sort of a knack for doing voices. And since I was a kid, I love to imitate people and accents and everything like that. And my family members always talked in accents for some reason. That's just how we communicated. So I didn't realize it was kind of a talent of mine until later in life when I would hear people in productions like working on doing an accent or you know, trying to nail some regionality down and having a difficult time. And I was like, oh yeah, that's just like this. And that's just like this.
Cool.
And the accent came very naturally. And I also learned when I was in Korea that I could speak Korean in a very natural way, even though I don't know Korean fluently. But when I would speak Korean, sometimes they would say, and obviously they're embellishing quite a bit, but they would say it had very good intonation. So
cool. But they would say it in Korean.
I would think.
I spoke multiple languages. I still only speak 1.5.
So why were you in Korea?
I went to Korea kind of on a whim. I was at the recommendation of my brother who had been there. I was in Chicago during Christmas and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life and I'm feeling spontaneous. And so I just bought a ticket the next week to Korea and I learned Hangul, the Korean alphabet, before I left for the plane so I could read.
Cool.
And I stayed there and I taught English and kind of toured around, did some modeling and things like that for about 3 months. And I got on a TV show and that was a lot of fun. So
I can imagine you'd be very successful in Korea as a model. I've been to several Asian countries, including Korea, and everywhere you go, if you're a tall...
Yes, Stan's breaking up, but if you're a tall white guy in Asia, I had anticipated that they might drop, so I brought some fun things.
Let's see, Josh.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, there you are again.
Boo. Did you hear my banging joke about being a tall white guy in Korea?
I knew what you were going to say, so
okay. Well, that's as good as anything, I suppose.
You tall white men understand each other.
Yes, we do, and we always have. All throughout history. It's actually a problem. Josh, hit me with your best impression. You can only do one. You got 5 seconds with a producer, and they're like, "Give me your best impersonation."
Do Kronk.
The poison for Cusco. That poison. What's a good one? Let me think.
That was good though.
It was good.
That was good. I just want
Tell
more of
me
it.
how much you love me in a Kronk voice.
There you go.
Laura, I love you so much.
Okay, don't do that again.
All right, Laura, let's hear your Kronk voice.
Yeah.
No.
There can only be one Kronk in every relationship.
That's right.
True.
And
That's
Josh
so true.
is the Kronk.
It's a tale as old as time.
So true.
Only one Kronk per relationship.
Like, yes. Okay, y'all, we're going to play a game now.
And what's so exciting?
Good night, everybody.
Now the internet chooses to work.
Right.
What's so exciting about this game is you guys are such an amazing team. You are going to work as a team in a game that we like to call
Trivia Smackdown.
Trivia Smackdown.
I already said it.
Oh, yeah.
Trivia Smackdown. We are going to see if you all, in 10 seconds, can get the correct answer to these 11 trivia questions.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Erinn, what is the category of today's trivia?
The category is general knowledge. And here's why. I was talking to Josh and I was trying to figure out the greatness that was in his brain. And he said he loved general trivia. So it's general. What's that, Josh?
We can't get started on this bathroom reader.
This is that trivia book you can read while you're in the bathroom.
Now, if I read it outside of the bathroom, are they going to take me away?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
That's actually in the preface. They go over the terms and conditions.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for catching me up. All right. Are you ready for your first question? You are a team. You are scoring a total of 11 points?
Yes.
11 points.
I will ask you if it's your final answer just to make sure that you both agree. So we will do that.
All right. Question number 1.
In 10 seconds, tell us, in which Disney movie is the villain Clayton from?
That's you, Laura.
No. Me?
I've watched maybe 5 Disney movies.
I have no idea. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
That ain't Disney.
Good guess. However, the correct answer is Tarzan. That's Clayton right there.
And really, Clayton isn't so much the villain as is white colonialism.
So true. So true.
Which Clayton represents.
You still have a chance to get 10 points. So let's see if we can get this next one correct. In which ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located?
Josh, that's you.
Is that the Indian Ocean?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is the Atlantic Ocean.
I do think that perhaps we should move this to the bathroom because I think you're out of your element.
So true. I actually thank you, Josh, for bringing your bathroom reader to obviously not your bathroom.
Yeah, just for this.
Yes, we appreciate that we're not in the bathroom right now.
Maybe we're all assuming that this isn't where Josh poops.
Oh, true. Yeah, we've got to be careful about that. All right. Here comes your next question. In The Lord of the Rings, what race does Aragorn belong to? Aragorn.
You heathen.
I'm so sorry. Belong to.
He's a man, specifically a Dunedain, which is a ranger. And you could also say that the branch of men that he's from is Westerness.
Whoa!
What pop-off queen?
That was not only correct, that was super correct.
Wow.
Fun fact, I am currently in a class right now taught by my father at university, and it is his seminar in Tolkien, the author of The Lord of the Rings. So
I love your father already, and now he's my favorite dad on earth. Sorry,
wow.
Dad.
He's
Sorry,
pretty
my dad.
great.
That's impressive. Yes, just another poke dad. It is okay.
That's Jason Alexander.
If you are watching from the bathroom.
It's encouraged.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, I am very, very impressed. That was good.
All right.
Thank you.
Ready for the next one?
The next question is, who was the pretty woman in the 1990 film?
Is this the actress's name?
It is.
Julia Roberts.
Woo! On a roll with Julia Roberts, taking it home. Woo! Team J&L doing very nicely.
Now, I will say, so far, this general knowledge trivia is really more like 3 movie questions and 1 about the ocean.
It's still general.
It is.
Usually in trivia, I cover pop culture references. Josh does history and geography.
Oh,
All
that
right,
makes
cool.
sense.
Generally.
Well, then who's going to field this next general question that has nothing to do with the previous questions?
Well, in the Disney movie Pocahontas, she has 2 animal friends, a raccoon and a hummingbird. What is the name of the raccoon?
Miko.
Woo! Miko is correct. Wow, one of my very favorite, might I add, Disney characters of all time. Look at those.
He's kind of my spirit
Mm-hmm.
raccoon. Wow, I just stumbled over so many ideas that I didn't want to follow through with on that sentence.
Spirit raccoon.
Coon. Okay.
So we should actually like cosplay Miko and Flit.
That's a conversation for another time.
It is. All right, another question. How old do you have to be to enter the Hunger Games drawing?
Laura just read this.
Totally throws her under the bus.
Is it like 14?
No, it's younger.
Younger?
11?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
So close.
Oh.
So close. The correct answer is 12. But 11 is just a year away from 12.
So true.
Technically, I read the prequel.
Oh, the snow, a song of serpents
Song
and Tyrandines,
Song of something and something.
Mercedes Benz and Rollies.
I heard that was pretty good.
It was good.
All right, our next question. What group of animals is known as a flamboyance?
Probably a very flamboyant animal, like a flamingo.
Josh, is it flamingo? Yeah.
Is
Is it
that your
flamingo?
final answer?
Josh?
Is that your final
Yeah, let's do
answer?
it.
Woo! I am so
Whoa,
I'm
what
on
is
the
happening?
board. Let's go.
Good job. Well, you were always on the board because you're a team.
so true.
Oh.
And come June, you're going to be even more of a team.
I am. That's so true. I am incredibly impressed
I am
that you
too.
got that. That was a hard one.
Y'all are on a, if you don't count the Hunger Games question that was wrong, you're on quite a streak.
So true. All right, next question. What is the scientific name for the process where plants prepare their food?
Photosynthesis?
Photosynthesis is correct. Well done, Josh.
Wow, what a tear. What
I
a
am
tear.
very impressed.
All right.
All right, it looks like
How many we got left?
we've got just 3 questions left.
All right.
All right, this third from last question. Which band sings the popular 80s song, Every Breath You Take? I'll be watching you. Do, 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 do. Oswald says a group of actors for a flamboyance, and that is funny.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
It's
I
the
don't
one.
Don't know the name of them.
No, me either.
No guesses?
Gonna
Oh,
upset
well.
kids.
I plead the 5th.
It's the Police. That is all right.
I should call the real police for how creepy that song is.
That's so true, bestie.
Yeah, it really is.
You are not wrong. I've always thought that.
Mhm.
All right, 2 questions left. Which U.S. state is known as the Sunflower State?
Ooh, a dramatic silence.
At the Sunflower State.
Josh, is it California? No, California is the Sunshine State. No, is that Florida?
It's the Sunflower State. Oh, this is tough.
I'm not saying anything. You have 2 seconds.
I have 2 seconds.
1 second.
1 in 50 shot.
Oklahoma.
It looks like one of our members of the audience got it correct. It is Kansas.
Now, he should get 3/4 of a point for Oklahoma because really,
It's really
Basically
close.
the same.
it's just a border.
I don't know if our viewers from Kansas would agree.
Well,
I was trying to think of where do they even have sunflowers?
they don't. It's an ironic title.
Right? They wish they had sunflowers, which is why it's called the Sunflower State.
By the
Oh,
way,
only.
for our viewers who don't know this, did you all know that Nebraska's state slogan now is honestly, it's not for everyone?
Don't even get me started.
I love it. You don't like it?
No.
Oh, I love
Honestly,
it.
that slogan is not for everyone.
So true, but I love it. I think it's self-aware. I think it's the funniest state slogan. You know what I mean?
It is pretty self-aware. Hey, Oswald's right. The largest ball of twine is in Kansas.
That's so true.
And supposedly they have lots of sunflowers.
Well, Nebraska has Carhenge, so
Wait, really?
Wait, what is that?
Carhenge.
Carhenge
So does-
is a replica of Stonehenge made from cars.
Wow. She's so
It's
excited.
exactly what you think it is.
That's so funny because Texas, like right outside of Amarillo, Texas, has something like that too, where there's a bunch of cars half buried in the desert in a big domino row.
That's what I was thinking. That's called something that has a specific name.
A junkyard?
Rosengard? Rosengard?
Yeah, Rosengard.
Oh wait, no, it's not Rosengard.
That's where all the roses are in Washington.
Wow, that's fun. I gotta go. Next time we're in Nebraska, that's a
Which will
priority.
be
Dan.
October.
Woo! It's a priority.
All
I'm
right.
so excited.
Carhenge October or bust. All
All
right.
right,
This is the
last
last question.
and this is for all the money in all of the buckets. In the television show Friends,
Oh, no.
what is Joey Tribbiani's famous line?
How you doing?
That sound means that Laura and Josh are the champions of champions. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up in the digital comments for our champions. Woo!
We did it.
You did it.
I'm so proud of you.
What a
well
success.
done. Well done. Laura, Josh, we always like to ask our guests to share a little bit of kindness in their heart, something that maybe they have in mind that they would like to share to the public at large. So what's on your hearts this evening?
So like I mentioned before, I'm in my dad's Tolkien class, and we are currently reading our way through The Two Towers, which is the second book. And it's towards the end when Frodo and Sam, two of the main characters, are near Mordor, which is the evil land, for those who haven't read the book or seen the movies. And they feel really like all their hope is lost and they can't finish their journey and they are going to die there and never return home. And Sam, who is the best friend, he's the bestest friend of any friends that have ever existed or not existed. He tells Frodo that all of the best tales never end. All of the best stories and adventures never end. And that all of the best stories that go on and live on after the people who are in them have a rough journey, but the people never give up. They never give up on their journey. And reading that part always just moves me to tears, because the little smallest bit of hope can be found in the darkest place. And just thinking about how your story goes on, even if you're in a dark place, even if you feel like all hope is lost. I just thought that was a very encouraging thing, and just something really important to remember.
Yeah, that's why we love Samwise.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He's the light we all need, but don't deserve.
Laura,
It's
that
true.
was really beautiful.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, I love that.
Jo-
Makes me want to read it too.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, how are you going to follow it?
Not as well, that's for sure.
I don't know.
I think a few months ago, I felt like I was kind of lost in my artistic journey and not fulfilling it. And I got caught up in sort of staring at the abyss of what I could have been and what I might have been had I dedicated myself to this or that or the other. And a lot of people who are artistically minded don't specifically focus it on something and maybe find that they have talents in music, talents in drawing, and talents in acting. It's hard to kind of focus your goal on something specifically, but it's always a journey and a self-growing process, and you can't judge yourself too harshly in the moment for not being a famous actor, a famous writer, or a famous painter yet, you know?
Yet.
It's about accepting what you are now and striving to improve and fulfilling yourself and coming to terms with the fact that you are what you are right now, and you got to love that first before you become anything different.
That's so true. And, you know, we always talk about how the only thing you're ever really responsible for is your effort. You can't possibly take responsibility for the outcome. And fame is such a fickle beast, and it chooses its own fodder. Like you can't just go out and be famous. Like fame has to come to you, and all you can do is produce good things and live a an integrous life and love people along the way.
So true. Oh no, your cat agrees so much. She's she okay?
Are you okay? What is happening?
I was on the verge of tears, and then your cat.
I feel like she's being sardonic about like, ugh, oh, good advice, guy. Ugh. Really nice. Balancing the reins.
Oh my goodness.
He just had tears in my eyes for multiple reasons. He just had like a sneeze attack.
Poor little guy. Are you okay, buddy?
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on camera just to do that.
Maybe he's allergic to good advice.
Yeah.
He is a little troublemaker.
Poor little baby.
Y'all have been awesome.
All three of you.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you so much for joining us today. And how can folks get in touch with you if they've seen you and they were like, oh my gosh, I got to hire these two people?
Josh?
You can contact us on Facebook or Instagram. Also, my email is just my name with a period, josh.lillyman@gmail.com. I also have a YouTube channel and a TikTok, but I won't plug those because I have a different pseudonym for those. So yeah, if you want to find me on Facebook or Instagram, feel free.
All right.
Sounds amazing. You guys, it was so fun. I hope we get to see you in person again soon. And in the meantime, enjoy Radium Girls, Laura. And I can't wait to keep stalking you on YouTube, Josh, because that was a really fun afternoon.
Thanks for having us, you guys. We'll see you in October when you come to Nebraska.
Yeah, we'll be there,
Can't
but not
wait.
in Kearney.
Well, close.
We'll be Kearney
Close
adjacent.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
And what a lovely way to end the episode.
I love it.
You know what's crazy? I was actually going to, in my positivity corner this week, talk about attitude because, and it just came up so naturally with Josh and with Laura, because we worked with these little bitty kids this weekend. And I told them at the end of the day, you can't always control everything. You can't control if the audience is going to be talking. You can't control if you're going to be tired. You can't control the weather, but you can always control your attitude. And so I hope that you guys will continue to control your attitudes this week. And if you're sitting in traffic and you're feeling a certain way, just take that moment and realize that it's someone giving you a break. If you sit in traffic and instead of just getting frustrated and banging your fist and flipping somebody off, not that any of you would do that, but if instead you turn up the jam and just realize that we can't go anywhere, so just enjoy this moment of break you've been given to listen to good music and feel the sunshine on your face, that's good stuff.
I love that. You do have control over very little in this life, so take the things you do have control over, approach things with an honest effort and a great attitude, and just love people. Just love people around you. You never know who you're going to touch in a day.
Please do. We love all of you. Genuinely, thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for sticking with us through the bad internet and the amazing balloons. Man, Dan, you have such a good budget.
I don't know. Someday I'm going to figure out how that happens. And by God, when I have that power.